Assalamu alaikum. This is totally random because I finally realized that Facebook gave me live on my fan page now. So, yay us, we can stream live from here. So, I just decided to maybe just show you what I drink in the morning, and I'm getting ready to make my green smoothie. And this is pretty much my standard smoothie because it's simple. I always have the ingredients. There's thousands of ways literally that you can make a green smoothie, but I choose this because it's what I need, and I'm kind of like a creature of habit. So I highly recommend green smoothies. Anybody who has trained with me or in my online program know that that is a staple of our diet because most people do not get enough fruits and vegetables in their diet. And green smoothies is a great way of getting what I call an infusion of nutrients in your diet without it being a task during the day, and you have to, make sure that you get every single one in. And obviously we know that micronutrients, all the vitamins and minerals, is super important for us. And so I recommend green smoothies. And when I say green smoothies, the only rule that I have is that it has to have a handful at least of leafy greens. The more greens, the better. So here is what I use. I am going to turn my camera around and give you a look-see. So the first thing that I put in is I kind of make a big one. So I generally put in a whole Granny Smith apple. And that's really my fiber staple of it. And then I use baby kale. And then sometimes I use baby spinach as well because you don't want to use the same green for very long. It will disrupt the alkalinity in your body. And so we're gonna put in, I'm doing this with one hand, y'all, so lots of greens. See if we can stuff it down there a little bit. My kitchen is kind of messy, so I'm not showing you my kitchen. The other thing that I use is I found this little treasure, which is blueberry turmeric and ginger tonic. So I'll tell you the reason why I use this. I use this obviously because the blueberries have lots of antioxidants in it, and the turmeric it's lots of benefit, but I use it because turmeric has anti-inflammatory properties. And so recently I've picked up the amount of weight that I've been lifting, and obviously don't want to stay sore for a very long time. And so I using anti-inflammatory products when you are on a heavy weight training routine, or if you're trying a new routine, it's can be helpful for people who are just starting out as well. So I really like that. And so it's morning, and it will be my breakfast, and so I'm going to put in a scoop of protein powder. And I need my I normally measure it, but it's only one hand I'm doing this with, so I usually use about a tablespoon. I think the serving size is 2 tablespoons, so let's put a little bit more in there. As far as protein powder, I have a couple that I use. This is my kind of like go to the store, grab protein powder. To me, I've tasted a lot of different protein powders, and it just tastes good. And so that's what I use for protein. I'm going to grab my water, and I like Smart Water. I do have a water filter at home, but this morning it's easier for me to use this. And I use Smart Water for its electrolytes. Like, I'm not really concerned about whether or not I should be using distilled water or spring water. And there's not a lot of research around those things, whether or not it should be too alkaline or not alkaline. I don't worry about that. That's just me. If alkalinity is your thing, then that's great. If distilled is your thing, as long as you have the science that convince you, that's absolutely fine. But I like it for the electrolytes because I am a huge component of staying hydrated and making sure my electrolytes is where they should be because of how much exercise I do and sweating. And so that is really my concern. And it is electrolytes without the chemicals and what do you call it? And additions of Gatorade and Powerade. So that is pretty much what I do most days of the week. That is my green smoothie, my go-to green smoothie. Sometimes I mix it up and I might put blueberries in it with the blueberry concentrate. But I really use a lot of apples because, one, I like it as a fruit. Number two, it's lots of fiber, and fiber is really important, particularly when you are trying to get in all the other nutrients like carbohydrates and protein, which the next video that we're going to do, we're going to talk about protein and why it's super important. So do me a favor. I'm sure you have a little button someplace up here that says subscribe to live stream. So make sure you subscribe to my live, and I will see you guys. We'll do another one in a couple of days. I'm trying to find a day that I can consistently come on and sort of like make sure that you know that I'm going to be on that day. So if you have a suggestion of a day and a time that I should do a live every week, then let me know. And until then, I will see you guys soon. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye.